Welcome back to the Cronkite Sports Report. I'm Joseph Furtado. ASU football is in a stretch of playing 3 ranked opponents in just 3 weeks. The Sun Devils lost to the Trojans last weekend at USC, and some big names were at the game, including ASU President Michael Crow. Dr. Crow also happened to be at the ASU California Center, home to the Cronkite News LA Bureau. Our reporters asked about the search for a new head football coach. Dr. Crow said all possible options are on the table to fill the position long term, including head coach Sean Aguano, who lost both games he has coached for ASU this season. The Arizona Wildcats hosted Colorado Boulder for their Pac-12 home opener over the weekend. The Wildcats were looking to achieve much more than a win on Saturday night. Cronkite News reporter Ryan Meza was in Tucson for the milestone day.
As the Wildcats kicked off their Pac-12 matchup, tempers ran high and the game got pretty chippy, pretty fast. But the energy from the Arizona sideline ran even higher as they started to pull away with the lead in the first half.
I thought they played with a lot of passion today. They attacked the field with great passion. They played really hard.
And that passion led to Jaden DeLora throwing 6 touchdowns, along with setting a career high of 484 passing yards. And you can't forget about Jacob Cowing, who reached a milestone with 3,000 career receiving yards.
I wanted to kind of share that moment with my mom. That I've been talking to her since I was maybe like 8, 9 years old. That's something I wanted to do at the U of A. So now I'm here and did that. So I kind of brought out the football, kind of shared that moment with her.
Cowing's remarkable performance makes him the 4th receiver in Wildcat history to join the 3,000 club. As Arizona's offense relied heavily on the air game, their receivers made some highlight plays. However, DeLora seemed most confident in his catching abilities after his 1 reception.
I know he was the best hand to the team.
Is that
Crazy. This guy is crazy.
With the obvious team camaraderie reaching its peak, DeLora and Cowing looked to build on their chemistry. In Tucson, Ryan Meza, Cronkite News.
Well, people are still posting on social media about the Suns' shocking loss to the Adelaide 36ers on Sunday, the first time an Australian team has beaten an NBA team, including Devin Booker, who took to Instagram to let critics know how he feels. Booker posted this screenshot of LeBron James' Memorial 2011 press conference where he looks unfazed when reporters asked him about all of the people rooting for him to fail. Booker added this caption, quote, mood to the post, suggesting he too was unfazed by all of the criticism. Former NBA player Jared Sullinger has Booker's back, saying people aren't giving Adelaide enough credit. He tweeted there are pros everywhere and only 450 NBA roster spots. And after a disappointing season, the Washington Spirit will not be advancing to the National Women's Soccer League's postseason. But one of its players, Gilbert native Ashley Hatch, is still in the running for another postseason award, as Haley Smilo reports from our Washington Bureau.
When team officials reached out to Washington Spirit players this year looking for someone to represent the team in the nationwide Community Impact Program, it was a no-brainer for Spirit striker Ashley Hatch.
Our community outreach helpers put out a team message asking if anyone wanted to help with a sports bra initiative of helping collect sports bras for girls in the DC area.
That's when Hatch got involved with Leveling the Playing Field, a local nonprofit that calls itself a food bank for sports equipment. In this case, sports bras for female athletes competing across sports. Sports bras in particular were important for Hatch, who says it can be vital to a young girl's confidence on the field.
I think having the proper equipment to be able to step on the field with confidence is huge. I think it's really important for young girls, youth, to feel confident and to play sports.
Since she got involved, Hatch has helped Leveling the Playing Field give away roughly 5,000 sports bras in just a few months, according to Max Levitt, a Leveling the Playing Field executive. He says Hatch's social media reach with more than 34,000 Instagram followers has been critical to that effort.
I can tell every single time Ashley posts about us on Instagram because donations literally come into our website like one after another.
The Community Impact Program, sponsored by Nationwide Insurance, is also a season-long competition between all 12 NWSL teams to see which one can help its community partners the most. But that's not the most important part for Hatch, who started giving back through her church as a child in Arizona.
A lot of people have helped me get to where I am at today, so anything I can do to help means a lot.
Hatch finished the season with 9 goals, but the Spirit season ended Saturday with a disappointing 3, 9, and 10 record. Hatch plans to be back next season, and she hopes to continue working with Leveling the Playing Field. In Washington, Haley Smilo, Cronkite News.
Well, while the Spirit finished 11 in the 12-team league, Washington will be hosting the championship game on October 29th, when the winner of the nationwide Community Impact Program will be announced. And polo is known as hockey on horseback. Arizona Coyotes legend Shane Doan traded in his stick for a mallet and hopes to master hockey on all surfaces. Normally, skates and horses wouldn't mesh, but for Doan, riding a horse is just as easy as skating on ice. Doan is making his polo debut in the Bentley Scottsdale Polo Championships this fall. His first practice consisted of learning movements and progressed to hitting the ball while in motion. But despite all the struggles and heat of balancing all the elements together, his newfound polo game, he wore a smile and impressed many of the polo pros observing his first ever polo practice. That's it for the Cronkite Sports Report. I'm Joseph Hurtado. Back to you, Carolina.